And both free throws good for Oubre. So it's the Grizzlies now. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. To the left wing, Okogie inside the three-point line. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man. Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
You know what a counter competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Pass to Okogie. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And here is Conley. He's coming off a 22-point game against Chicago. He kicks to Clarkson. Pocket 6. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by the Jazz. Paul's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton public described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
Here's Fall, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Griffin. He's covered closely. Cauley Stein passes to Selden. Conley for 3. Got a piece of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. And the free throw, no good.
Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
Six to shoot. Trying to end the drought. Oubre pulls it in. Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
And the shot goes down.
This is why you like the size in the backcourt, if you can get it. I mean, Clarkson able to take the hit and complete the play.
Tanner, high post. Kicks to Sexton. Good work defensively by Conley.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
PA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. From deep three-point range, rebounded by the Jazz. Oubre's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Okogie. It's good. Okogie's got 8.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come from him.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
A different look for Utah. Carter, he's checked in for Cantor. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Josh Okogie. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Griffin. Bellinelli comes in for Wayne Selden. Lee's checked in for Clarkson. And Farrell subbed in for Mike Conley. That's tipped. Sexton up top, covered by Lee. Bridges passes to Sexton. Unloads from 13. And no good. And Memphis the other way now. Now here's Bellinelli. No points in the game yet for him. Knocked away and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season? Wendell Carter is second. In the third spot, Colin Sexton.
Tremendous form and confidence. That's what these two have in common when it comes to shooting free throws.
Pass to Wagner. Bledsoe dishes to Sexton. Stein with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
One shot.
And that one falls for Bridges. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for Memphis. A minute 42 left in the first half of the game. Right wing. Here's Kleber. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kleber's got 6.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Sexton to the wing on the left. Wagner, good. Wagner's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, and he's not a pass-first point guard, but Sexton's putting the work in, trying to raise the bar as a distributor.
Farrell passes to Lee. Back to Farrell. Stein kicks to Lee. Clock at 6. And Wagner pulls it down. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the steal. Fast break Memphis. Here's Farrell. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Sexton with it. Working on Lee. It's tipped. They recover it. Carter with the bucket.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Bellinelli passes to Kleba, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
The pass to Lee. Memphis moving it around. Here's Bellinelli. The 7-footer falls.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Here's Bledsoe. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Jazz out in front, running away with this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend, and we've been a little bit fortunate too. They've missed some shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. The story early on was Eric Bledsoe, who was on fire. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
And, Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Eric Bledsoe has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Utah shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. So on the floor for Memphis. Cauley Stein is out there with Griffin. Then it's Conley. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Selden in at the 3. Sexton's shot is good.
The timing, the rhythm. I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Conley against Bledsoe. Conley feeling it out. Pass to Clarkson. Lets it go from deep. Utah with the rebound. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bledsoe passes to Love. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight. And for Memphis, they're shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Now, here's Clarkson, defended by Sexton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clarkson's got his 2nd basket.
You see the poise developing in Clarkson. He makes a nice choice in the pick and roll.
Bledsoe against Conley. Love outside. Oubre left side. 5 on the clock. With the floater, and it's good on the way up. Oubre's got 6.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Passes it to Griffin. Back to Conley. From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range. He's got 9.
This is why you have to be right on Conley, because he's a threat to shoot off the pass. And Kevin, just look at the career of Mike Conley. I mean, early on, looking over his shoulder, felt his spot was up for grabs, and then a chip on his shoulder, trying to get that star recognition. Well, through it all, he stayed in the lab and kept working.
Count it. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Possessing such quickness and transition, I mean, all Conley needs is just some running room, and he can turn on the Jets.
And Bledsoe, here we go, and it's good for 2. And throughout his career, Chris, Mike Conley, all class and professionalism.
Yeah, Kevin, and wouldn't you say he does it the right way? I mean, he won the Joe Dumars Trophy for sportsmanship twice. And like Joe, he's still as competitive as they come.
Cauley Stein finds Conley beyond the arc. And the foul on Wayne Selden. That's foul number 2 for him. For Utah, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Oubre outside. Here's Sexton. They get it again. Here's Cantor. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley Stein is very crafty at how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
Back to Conley. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Conley's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Memphis. Bledsoe against Conley. Cantor dishes to Bledsoe. Pass to Love. Fires from deep. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Griffin from down in the low post. It goes. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Conley against Bledsoe. Here's the teardrop. Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
The heart, the hustle. Kevin Love takes pride in beating everybody to the spot. He's an amazing offensive rebounder.
Conley against Bledsoe. Dixon up top. Now the pass to Selden. Griffin trying to get open. Selden can't hit. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Jazz. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Sexton with it. He's got 9. And Griffin sends it back.
Well, it's huge. Whenever Griffin comes up with blocks, I mean, you love to see him be more consistent in this area.
And the rejection by Love. Oubre on the wing. Pass to Cantor. And good that time.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Passes to Selden. Memphis moving it around. Cauley Stein kicks to Conley. Pass to Selden. This one for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Oubre, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. And there's the pass to Sexton. To the inside, here's Bledsoe. That falls. Great assist by Love. 22 points for Eric Bledsoe.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Clarkson. Here's Zeldin. Cauley Stein passes to Zeldin. They could use a bucket. It's deflected. Here's Sexton. And the layup is good. Sexton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Bledsoe against Conley. Passes it to Zeldin. Makes it off the glass. Zeldin's got 7 points. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Bledsoe, here we go. Can't hit that one. The Grizzlies have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. No good from Zeldin.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
No good from Bledsoe. The Grizzlies shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Here's Zeldin. 7 points in the game. Griffin down low, guarded by Bledsoe, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Well, you can't be too physical with Griffin. I mean, he's adept at knowing how to get these type of calls.
And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night.
Take a break.
The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
He's off on the first.
And when Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player, a double-double threat who's tough to match up against.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Mo Wagner comes in for Kevin Love. Okogie's checked in for Oubre. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Sexton. And the second free throw, good. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played this?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line. I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
The Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
The first free throw is good. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. That one misses. The Grizzlies have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, and the athleticism of Cauley Stein on the drive is really outstanding. Not many players are equipped to try to stop him, given his insane length.
Okogie, the pass to Carter. Here's Okogie. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Here's Farrell. Pass to Randolph. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Carter. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bridges against Lee. Carter outside. Down low, Bledsoe, and the layup's good off the glass. Bledsoe's got 25 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the pass to Randolph. Over Wagner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the physical interior game, Zebo is going to earn some trips to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Randall. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Teardrop shot, rejected by Randolph.
He's an energy boost. Whenever Randolph swats shots back, he's making more of an effort on this end.
The Jazz shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Bledsoe passes to Okogie. To the paint, here's Carter. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Lee outside. Bridges with the board.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Count that one. 27 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now Bellinelli. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. From deep, they get the rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. Wendell Carter is second.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Randolph drops them both. Here's Okogie. 10 points for him. Pass to Carter. He kicks it to Bledsoe. Pass to Okogie. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Jazz have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Josh Okogie. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so here's Memphis. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Farrell, guarded by Bledsoe. Left side, Randolph. Outside, Bellinelli. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bledsoe outside. From deep three-point range, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Utah, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Wayne Ellington, Wagner out there with Fall, then it's Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Here's Farrell. It's deflected.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Bridges shot. Good.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Farrell. Ellington defending. Count that bucket. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Kleba. And the three off target.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Stripped it away. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Lee kicks to Farrell. Five to shoot. Back to Lee. Shoots over Bridges. Got a hand on it. And now Utah, fast break. Ellington leading the charge. And it's blocked. And here's the break. Pass to Kleba. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Here's what Utah is going with right now. Patterson, he's checked in for Mo Wagner, and TJ Leafs subbed in for Josh Okogie. And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Ellington, the pass to Fall. Back to Ellington. The pass to Bridges. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Farrell, off target at the rim. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Grizzlies making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Bridges kicks to Patterson. Leaf passes to Ellington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leaf. He's guarded by Johnson. To end the drought. That shot no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Roby the pass to Johnson. Here's Cornette. Patterson defending. Passes it to Farrell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Patrick Patterson. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Shooting 2.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God.
love it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens, because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
And he makes both free throws. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here is Ellington. Has to Fall. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
That's the athleticism that Lee has. Quick off his feet for easy flushes.
One shot.
And that one misses. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing, and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Pass to Bridges, and he drops it in from the low post. Bridges has got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Farrell passes to Cornette. Back to Farrell for the 3. Cans it from downtown.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Now here's Ellington out to the right wing. Bridges kicks to Leaf. Jazz passing it around. It's stolen by Johnson. Fires the 3. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Here's Farrell. Inside, here's Cornette. The rebound by the Jazz. Fall's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Bridges misses. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Farrell can't hit. Jazz have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. They get a hand on it. Ellington with it. And there's the pass to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fall. Lee outside. Cornette lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Cornette's got his first points in this one.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's Ellington. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Here's Farrell with some arc. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Memphis. Yo, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Jazz, Eric Bledsoe. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Bledsoe hits them both.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Farrell passes to Johnson. This last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was so...
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, you know, not taking away the shine from the team.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
He's taken an aggressive approach since halftime, drawing fouls, getting to the line, forcing the D in the bad spots.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Jazz now. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. Now Ellington. Bledsoe left side. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Offensive rebound, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting for Memphis, Yogi Ferrell, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in.
Pass to Bellinelli. Here's Roby. Ellington defending. Here's Farrell. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Roby. Here's Bellinelli. That one a little long.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
And here is Ellington. Bledsoe right side. Now, here's Bridges. Back to Bledsoe. It's stolen. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. Here's Cornette. Hits the jump hook. Cornette's got 4 this quarter. The Jazz have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Leaf passes to Bledsoe. Banked in off the glass. Bledsoe's got 36.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Bellinelli passes to Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Farrell. It's good from in tight. Bledsoe with it. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leaf. Back to Bledsoe. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. You throw down on the stick?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. From deep. Utah with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Jacks up a 3. No good on the shot. And Memphis the other way now. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Farrell. Now here's Bellinelli. Guarded by Bledsoe. Now Bellinelli launches it. It's hauled in by Leaf. And here's Bledsoe. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops when everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.